Hello everyone, welcome back to my vlog about my experience with digital humanities. So, this episode is titled Questions because I think that this week we've moved from abstract confusion into regular confusion, and we're now asking a lot of concrete questions about what digital humanities projects look like, who's funding them, whose interests are being represented, how accessible can we make them, what would it be like if we made digital projects in literature classes or any other classes in the university, what kinds of things can we address with digital humanities project, and the answers are vast and broad to these questions, but something that really stuck with me this week is a quote from Carol Ball's article. She's actually quoting somebody else in her article called Show, Don't Tell. She's quoting Peter in a 2002 article, and he states that what is at stake with here is not simply print versus online work, but rather who gets to define what it means to be a scholar in the university. And I think that that question opens it up to not just who gets to be a scholar in the university, but really what should be considered scholarly and valuable to teach and learn at universities. So I think that this goes back to a video that one of the students showed in class this week. It was a Thug Notes video analyzing and summarizing Great Gatsby. I've heard of Thug Notes before and I've seen a couple videos, but I was originally turned off by them because the language doesn't appeal to me, and the jokes don't appeal to me as much either. But I actually am making a case for Thug Notes in this vlog. I don't think, no, it should replace any text that we read or be used in place of reading The Great Gatsby or anything like that, but I think students should be taught to create things like Thug Notes, and Thug Notes is valuable and maybe should be shown at universities because of the influence it has. If the goal is to get people talking and aware about texts and questions and ideas that can teach them about themselves and teach them about being human and teach them about others and teach them to empathize, then Thug Notes is doing a better job than any other scholarly article ever published, probably, if you look at how many people view those videos on YouTube and the audiences that they're reaching. That scholarship just doesn't. But I do want to be clear that I'm not arguing for the total dismissal of classic academic essays and publishable papers. I think there's something valuable about the way a paper gets you to articulate your ideas and theories about those lessons and texts and about the world. So, and I think also that in terms of rhetoric, the idea of persuading people using just black and white papers and none of the other really cool digital tools that we're learning about is a talent in itself, and I think that it will remain valuable going forward, a talented skill, to only rely on the language and the text that you use to persuade people. So I think what I'm getting at here is that scholarship is changing, and my mind's being open to asking questions like what should be taken seriously in scholarship and why I don't take those things seriously, and how to continue to gain knowledge about making my students as prepared as possible to enter a world where I think they can make a difference. So in this class we're talking about a big project where we question and expose the university for what it is through our eyes. And I guess I want to leave any viewers who go to Eastern with the question, what does it mean? What does Eastern mean? What does it mean to be an Eagle? And I would leave any other viewers, if I have any other viewers out there, with the question of, what does it mean to be a learner? What does it mean to be professional? What should be taken seriously? And what's at stake when we don't ask questions like these?